Charlie Reimer, and I'm here to tell you that golfers, we're different. We aren't afraid to go for it. We're dedicated. And we never stop. Not every place gets us, but one does. Myrtle Beach, 78 courses, 60 miles of beach. You could say we were made for each other. The beach gets golfers. Golfers get the beach.
Welcome to the Myrtle Beach Golf Report, powered by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com. I'm Kyle Olin, and this is David Williams, and we are live from the golf capital of the world, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And David, I think we just have to get right to it. This past week in the world of golf, you've seen a lot of different headlines. You saw Patrick Reed again in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. You've seen what the USGA and the boys over there are doing. And then obviously we have the waste management starting back. But before we get into those, David, we want to talk about a giveaway that we're going to do, that we're going to promote for this episode, and we're going to give it away for the next episode. So right here at the front, you see some different items. You see some St. Nine golf balls. You see some Dustin Johnson apparel right here. We are going to give one of these away, maybe two, maybe three, maybe four, to anybody right now that shares this video and comments below where they are watching from. So we'll announce the winner in our next episode. So make sure you share the video and comment below where you're watching from right now to be eligible to win any of these different prizes. David, let's just start with the boys at the USGA. They are fixing the game. They're fixing it. That's what they're doing. They're making sure nobody hits the ball far anymore, David. In layman's terms, that's what they're doing. Well, tell everyone what they're doing.
Fixing's a relative term here, Kyle. So the USGA and RNA came out the other day with their distance report. They finally are putting the hammer down. The report was that they were going to do something last year. Obviously, COVID intervened, kind of messed everything up for them. And so essentially what they're going to do or hoping to do is introduce a local rule or a bifurcation process for the PGA Tour and all professional levels of golf and high-level amateur golf. So, U.S. amateurs, mid-am, stuff like that. That's what they're hoping to do. And, I see both sides of this. I get it. The golf ball does go far, and that's part of the fun. I don't think, whatever they decide, I don't think is going to affect, you or myself while we're playing around here in Myrtle Beach. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't really even know the effects that will come out of this on the professional side of the game, to be completely honest with you, because it's been talked about for so long. And, we've heard stuff like this from both of these organizations before, and now they're finally coming around. The thing that gives, people hope for a bifurcation or, a local rule is that the fact that they even said local rule. In the past, the USGA local rule has been, they've stayed away from that. They've steered away from it in the past. And the fact that they said that, it's a step in what some consider the right direction. I don't really personally have a very hard stance on it, to be completely honest with you. I don't know about you, Kyle.
Well, I want to know. We want to know what you think. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this new rule. And here's kind of where I stand on it. I saw the comments Rory McIlroy made about it, and I have to tend to agree with him. He had some strong comments if you didn't see what he said. But what he said was how, basically the game needs to focus on being more inclusive. And this rule almost seems like an exclusivity type of rule. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. But would love to know what your thoughts are. Another fella this past week who's been in the headlines, old Patrick Reed, in the headlines again for all the wrong reasons.
Or the right reasons. Personally, I don't necessarily have a strong opinion on this either.
David, you don't have a strong opinion on either of them, it seems like.
Well, to be honest with you, Kyle, it's this is kind of one that you see both sides. I think the main issue with Patrick Reed is Rory McIlroy had a similar situation on Saturday as well, where his ball had bounced and apparently a volunteer had stepped on it, and people were clamoring, why was everybody giving Reed trouble and not Rory trouble? And it's because
once a cheater, always a cheater. That's why.
Rory McIlroy hasn't done this in the past. If anything, he's done the complete opposite. If you remember last year at the PGA, he called himself, I believe he touched his ball or his ball moved and he called a penalty on himself. Like, that's the reason that everybody was upset at Reed. Did he do the wrong thing? I mean, the process might not have been right, but overall, like calling in an official and everything, like that's what you're supposed to do. And, I think part of the thing, I think something that would have helped out a lot as well is that CBS has a camera right there behind that green. They saw the ball bounce. If I'm Patrick Reed, I'm saying, hey, I know everything is recorded. I'm near the lead. Let me see a replay before I do anything. Because him and the official, they weren't getting anywhere, and it was a mess. Golf Twitter was
it was a mess. If you were on Twitter, you saw it was a mess. I think I don't want to just harp on Patrick this whole time, but I think he unfortunately has the reputation, and it's just going to stick with him, and people aren't going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That's just it. But we want to know what you think about that. And actually, Jason commented a little bit ago about what's been happening or what happened with the USGA. He said to get golf more inclusive, companies need to stop coming out with $400 drivers. That makes it hard to get new players. That's a great point, Jason. Equipment's expensive, and obviously when new equipment comes out each year, it is expensive. So that is a great point. And don't forget, as we go through the Myrtle Beach Golf Report today, we are doing a giveaway. We will announce the giveaway on our show next week. You can win any of these fine objects. We've got golf balls from St. Nine. We've got Dustin Johnson apparel. All you have to do is comment below where you're watching from and hit that share button. Share it with your buddies and tell them, hey, Myrtle Beach is a place you want to be. Speaking of Myrtle Beach, David, we got some stuff happening here at the beach this week. Tell everybody what happened in Myrtle Beach this week.
Not only was it a crazy week in the golf world as a whole, but it was a pretty busy week here along the Grand Strand. We had the first Play Golf Myrtle Beach event of the year kick off on Monday. The preseason classic, the two-person team 54-hole event. They played courses full field, about 300 players or so. Full courses all over the place, from south all the way to the north. I mean, they played Sandpiper Bay, True Blue, Arrowhead, Tradition, Wild Wing. I mean, they were everywhere, and it was just a great week. It feels really good to have competitive golf back in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, anytime you get a full field of golfers here in Myrtle Beach, it's always great. And hey, Jason, I see you're watching from 7 degrees in West Bend, Wisconsin. Oh,
that
my.
sounds horrible.
That sounds horrible. You need to get yourself on in your car and head to Myrtle Beach pronto. We also have Joe from Indiana, PA. Oh, my roommate in college was from Indiana, PA. Joe, I don't know if you're still watching. He went to United High School in Indiana, PA. I've been up there once before. Come to Myrtle Beach. We also have Nicola from the United Kingdom, the UK. Good. Well, we love our friends from the UK across the pond. And David, we have we just talked about the event that we just had in Myrtle Beach, and we have events all throughout the year, one of which is the Myrtle Beach World Amateur, the largest amateur golf tournament in the world. Tell everyone a little bit about that event.
So kind of like Kyle mentioned, the World Am is the largest amateur golf tournament in the entire world. There's a reason it is called the World Am. We have players from all over the world, about just over 3,000 players a year. Sometimes it's way more than that. Play at every Myrtle Beach golf course around the area. And of course, can't forget the world's largest 19th hole each and every night at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center, where you might run into some celebrities. You never know who you're going to run into. You might even run into Kyle.
You might. I'm not a celebrity, though. So if you run into me, don't ask for an autograph. Save that for the celebrities. But hey, the Myrtle Beach World Am is an awesome experience. If you haven't ever been a part of it and you're a golfer, if you're an avid golfer, this is something you want to be a part of at some point in your life. It is a golfer's heaven. And actually, what we're going to do is we're going to profile one of the Myrtle Beach World Am golfers right now.
My name is James Anderson, 35 years old, and I'm in the 5th flight. I played 10 years. My first 7 years were in Carolina. I played for the Panthers. Then I went to the Bears, played there for a year. I went in 2014, I went to the Patriots. Then I went to the Titans, the Falcons, and the Cowboys all in the same year. And then I finished up my last year with the Saints. As a ball player, you never want to walk away from the game. I had to find a way to still be competitive. Golf helps level me out because, you know, being a competitive football player and playing in the National Football League for so long, you get a way to compete, you get a way to be elite, right? Golf gives you that ability. It's a lot harder to get there. It's a lot harder to get in that 1% of golf. Even the guys on tour are steady trying to get better. Every time you go play, you can learn something that gives you a goal to shoot for, something to go work towards, something to grind in. Give me a reason to go to the gym and work out. Give me a reason to get up at 6 in the morning to go hit balls, right? So because I have a goal of trying to get better. So I think that helps me transition from doing that my whole life. And coming here, you get a chance to test your skills, test your knowledge of the game, test your course management. What have I been working on? Has the things I've been working on, are they working? Can I do them under pressure? For me, that experience is invaluable, and I feel like coming here with this amount of golfers, traveling away from home, playing multiple courses that you haven't seen is kind of a test of everything. Then when I come home from the golf course, whether I play well or not, my daughter's at the door looking at me. So nothing's better than that.
That's a great story, and there's tons of stories like that at the Myrtle Beach World Am, and we hope you have a story this year at the Myrtle Beach World Am. And David, obviously the spring is coming. Springtime here is one of the most popular times to travel to Myrtle Beach on a golf trip. Tell everyone a little bit about what to expect, how to book, and where they should stay.
So, Kyle, obviously the spring is one of our favorite times. Personally, it's one of my favorite times in Myrtle Beach. Golf courses are always in great shape. You know, you have golf courses that are overseated wall to wall, such as TPC and Man of War, and then you have the contour look, which you'll see at places like Farmstead. You'll see it at Legends Golf and Resort. You'll see it at Caledonia and True Blue, and it's awesome to see because no matter what golf course you want to play, you know it's going to be in great shape.
Absolutely.
And, you know, if you're sitting there wondering, like, man, like, I got to get down there, like, I'm itching, I got to play some golf, you know, you're snowed in right now, head over to playgolfmyrtlebeach.com, check out all of the lodging options and package options that we host on our website, and then you will be taken to the right place to book, or give somebody a call and start planning that next spring golf trip today, because it's February 5th.
Yeah. And if you haven't started planning your spring golf trip, get on it. Get on it now, because you don't want to miss out on being in Myrtle Beach this spring. You just don't want to miss it. And actually, we got some people we want to just say hi to. Dan Lovecamp. He said, good morning. He said this will be his 34th straight year visiting Myrtle Beach. Wow. That's awesome, Dan.
I'm not even 34 years old.
You've been coming to Myrtle Beach longer than David's been alive. Dan, good for you. We can't wait to see you this year. We also have a message from Florentino on YouTube. He said he's hoping to come and play in Myrtle Beach. Which tee point is the most challenging? Oh, so he wants to know which set of tees are the most challenging.
Well, you have the tips at Eagle Nest. Eagle Nest is actually the longest golf course in all South Carolina now. I believe it stretches out to 8,100 yards, I think. Don't play those tees. You want to enjoy yourself when you come here. So we suggest playing, middle of the road tees. Chances are the tips at most golf courses, if you want to challenge yourself, play the tips. But we recommend playing, second furthest or middle tee boxes. That's what you're going to get the most enjoyment out of that on your spring golf trip.
Absolutely. And then we have I don't know his name. His screen name is A.O. Hayes. He says he's playing the Q School in March.
We'll see you there.
And he's looking forward to the trip and first time back in competitive golf in probably 30 years.
Wow.
All right. Well, I hope you've been practicing. And don't forget, if you are watching, we are doing a giveaway. All you have to do is share this video and comment below where you're watching from, and you'll be eligible to win one of these great giveaways here in the front. We'll announce during our next Myrtle Beach Golf Report in 2 weeks. David, let's check in on one of the many beautiful resorts in Myrtle Beach. Prince Creek Resort in Cherry Grove. Cherry Grove is it's on the northern end of the beach. It's a little past that North Myrtle Beach area. It's a beautiful area. You have a lot of great northern end golf courses up there. The one thing I love about Myrtle Beach, David, is you can have so many different areas that are unique in their own way. You have the north end, you have the central end, and you have the south end, and they're all uniquely different. So you literally could come to Myrtle Beach and stay in a different place every year, and it could be a completely different experience. And that's one of the things that's very unique about Myrtle Beach. Well, David, it's been fun.
Kyle, it's been great.
Patrick Reed, I know you're not watching, but we do like you. We don't hate you. Just don't stop cheating, man. Stop cheating.
And tell Justine to get off of her burner.
Yeah, stop cheating. And if you're coming to Myrtle Beach on a golf trip, don't cheat. Play the ball where it lies. Unless it's in a bad line, you just need to fluff it up a little bit.
Most importantly, have fun when you come.
Have fun. And just as a reminder, we're going to close out here. We've had some fun. I hope you guys have had some fun. We'll see you in 2 weeks where we will announce the winner of our giveaway. And if you haven't booked your golf trip to Myrtle Beach yet, do it quickly, and you can go to www.playgolfmyrtlebeach.com. We've got all the information you need right there. We have the golf packages. We have the resorts. And don't forget, when you use a Myrtle Beach golf packager, you are going to get the best rate and the best tee times and the best experience. So go to www.playgolfmyrtlebeach.com, and we'll see you this spring in the golf capital of the world.
Subscribe to Balls in the Air podcast with Charlie Reimer anywhere you find podcasts.
That's right. New episodes coming out weekly. We'll see you next time. It's been fun. David, adios. See ya.